seconds, not even a minute, because I got my Chromebook right here. I just need to edit something and I'm ready to talk. Because right now I just went live because YouTube was doing some weirdness a couple seconds ago. But I do want to get some things off my mind. Not bad stuff, but I do feel like chatting. But it's not bad. And hello to everybody in advance. La 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 la. Let me go to live real quick. Got that one's getting deleted because that was the freaking YouTube being dumb. Yes, it's not upcoming. It's not happening. And now I got to do the actual title for the main video. Now I'll get started. I'll worry about thumbnails and stuff afterwards. Perfect. I'll do the rest of the stuff later. Okay, guys, what's up? It's your boy Honest Blade. Sorry for the little stuff getting set up. Shut up, child. Shut up. So mainly, I want to make this live. Mainly, I want to discuss about Tekken 8. Now, obviously, for those who are part of my channel, whether you're a subscriber, or onlooker, a passerby, a supporter, whatever you call yourself, first and foremost, thank you for the support. But my main thing is this. I noticed since season 2 began, and mind you, season 2 was a hot mess. A hot mess. It was dog shit. But after the valid complaints, people boycotting the game and all that stuff, Bandai Namco began, patching the game slowly but surely. And while nothing is perfect, the game could still use work. I appreciate the progress that Tekken 8 has taken. Tekken 8 was virtually unplayable when season 2 first began. Excuse me. Now it's a very fun game. For the most part. Does it still have some hiccups here and there? Yeah, but nothing is perfect. And I appreciate Hawada and the team constantly added improvements as time goes on. Do I wish it was a little bit faster? Absolutely. But I appreciate the improvements. Now, I'm not on Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, Elon shitpool, whatever. I see from my small circle of friends, majority of us are very happy with Tekken 8 or neutral. But I see a lot of these big name content creators, and I'm not trying to get anyone, in trouble or antagonize people. Nintendo's about to get its biggest boycott of all time too for the Nintendo Switch 2 consequences. Oh yeah, that shit's expensive. I'm not buying that shit anyways. I'm not buying that shit. So, but yeah, Justin, I wouldn't be surprised. That price needs to go a lot lower. They do need to bring that price down. But now, getting back to Tekken 8, my issue is this. Oh, I don't blame you. My issue with Tekken 8, and like I said, this is again not me trying to get anyone attacked, harassed, and please don't do that. But I know there's a lot of big name content creators only report on a negative that's surrounding Tekken 8. One of them being Moonsword Slayer, and this isn't a dig at Moonsword Slayer. This isn't a dig like at Moonsword Slayer, but I see a lot of big name content creators report only the bad. They don't talk about really the positive. Oh, look at what this patch did. Look at what that patch did. That's my homegirl, dumbass. Um, you know. So it's only the negative focus on. First, I don't think like the DLC. Yes, Falcon, Armor King are repeated DLCs, but I want to quickly say this: name me a fighting game that has not done repeated DLC characters. Name me a fighting game real quick has never done repeated DLC characters. This shit is nuts, and I don't know why Tekken 8 is getting bashed over something that a lot of other games do on a regular basis. And I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying it's it could be annoying, especially when you pay for a character of one game and you got to pay for that character again. But to act like Armor King isn't a well-loved character, and that, I can't say the same about Falcon because a lot of people don't really fuck with Falcon. I like Falcon, but a lot of people do not care for that character, which is fine. Repeated DLC fighters happen all the time because the only alternative, if you don't want your character to be, let's say your character's not made base roster and you don't want to have to pay for them again, then guess what? They're not going to be in the game. That's funny, Damon. That's actually a funny one. They won't be in the game. So you choose your poison. Either pay for your character again. I know what you meant, child. It was still funny the first time. Either you pay for your character or you don't get them at all. And I think the vast majority, I do not speak for everybody, the vast majority will rather pay for their character to have their fave in rather than be like, nah, I'm not paying for my favorite character 2 times in a row. I can understand 3 times in a row is ridiculous, but 2 times, okay. Okay. And because this balance pack, I was able to play a match this morning, which I either upload tonight or tomorrow. I was able to play a match this morning, and I gotta say, does this patch attacking the heat smash, making rage art more negative on block, sidestep certain moves better, certain moves are not as unga bunga as they were before, like Lars's and Paul's BS, and the heat gauge being more consumed by certain attacks. I think it's a step in the right direction. But all I see often is people still bitching, moaning, complaining. Never thankful for the positives that this patch is doing and what Bandai Namco has been trying to do with Tekken 8. Never thankful. It's always they should have did this. They should have did that. They should have did this. And it's like, to me, you're never going to be satisfied because every time they try to do something, ladies, can I get cranberry juice?
Like more?
Yeah, more. That's one bottle about to empty out.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay, thank you. See y'all later. So my whole thing is this. People keep complaining, but and it's nothing wrong by complaining. And just because I may like something, you don't gotta like it either. But what I dislike the most is when folks ignore the positives, they just focus on the negatives. Like recently, someone said something about Lee Chalan. Why did Lee Chalan get buffed? Why did Lee Chalan get buffed? Weren't your all core on Lee Chalan weak the last patch? So when a character is considered weak, don't they not get buffed to be more a part of the meta? And another thing about Safina getting buffed. Safina, I'm like, y'all been calling Safina weak forever. Why are y'all now shocked that she got buffed? Makes no sense. Walks for brains. And it just gets on my nerves because you cannot satisfy everybody. That's just the way of life. There's always gonna be someone unsatisfied, unhappy, regardless if it's justified or not. But Damon, they give some nice buffs. I really think if you try her again today, I'm not sure how much you're gonna play, but I think you try something, you just take her in training mode, you would personally be happy with the differences. Now, maybe that she need more stuff, yes, but this patch right here did a pretty good job with Safina. Well, I hope you do and let me know. Honestly, let me know. But I think this patch was pretty good to Safina, in my humble opinion. But it's like a lot of the Tekken community, not everybody, because I cannot speak for everybody, but a lot of them, especially from what I seen, only focus on the negative, like, oh my God, this, that, this. It's never satisfied. They're never satisfied. And to me, the way I feel about this, if Tekken 8 is this game that you find is so awful, it's just absolutely dog shit, you are free to stop playing it. But complaining over and over, expecting to get the change that you want to see, is outrageous. It's delusional. Because I think another problem with Tekken 8, which is a problem in fighting games in general, just not Tekken 8 exclusive, people are very entitled. And this is the idea like, I want to jump online and I want to beat everybody I fight. I don't want to lose one match, one round, nothing. And while I hate losing, exactly, Chris, exactly. While I do fucking hate losing, y'all see me rage, you're not going to win every match you encounter. While the person is super laggy, just plays better than you, or in the case you run into a cheater. Regardless, you're not going to win every match. It's impossible. So you do what you can, you do your best, and if you make a mistake, you feel like, okay, you can learn from your mistake. And I do understand, Tekken, child, I'm away at my friends, so if I could play, it'll be on a weekend. It'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you know when I come back home. But I'm gonna be at my friend's house for a couple of days, and I got no gaming. On that I got right now is my Chromebook and clothes to go to work. And my hygiene stuff. But I'll probably play a few matches. If I get back by Saturday, I'll play a few matches. Yeah, friend. because I'm gay, stupid ass. You are so annoying. But anyways, I just feel like people love to complain. And I noticed this about, and this is the thing that Chris mentioned about too, the grifting aspect. Because, and this go back to Moonsault Slay, and this is like not me bashing Moonsault Slay. Please not go to his channel, insulting him, disrespecting him, nothing like that. He's entitled to his own opinions, and he can do whatever the hell he wants with his YouTube channel within YouTube's guidelines, which we all have to follow. But I feel like he reports on the negative and doesn't really talk about the positives. And to me, it's like, you're not doing any favors by always pointing out the negatives. And I'm cool with someone bringing attention to the bad, but you also gotta be equal opportunity. Bring attention to the good too. You can't just talk about the negative, and when the positives take place, you don't see nothing, you don't hear nothing, you don't speak nothing. That's not cool. And it's not just him, but he's like the main one. I see a lot of his stuff appear on my timeline lately, so that's why I'm mentioning him. But he's not the only one. And once again, do not be going to attack the man. At the end of the day, he's a human being. He's more important than some polygons. Yeah. But I hate the fact that, because against Chris, that's another thing about the whole grifting thing. Motherfuckers will rather grift and, just say the most negative shit just to get views. Because they don't, it's like, fuck integrity. It's like, I'm going to say whatever to get views. I'm going to bash this, bash that. Because it seems like being hateful, being mean-spirited, talking down gets views. While you're positive, you're nice, you're trying to be fair and honest. No one gives a crap. And to me, it's just mind-numbing that shit like that gets passed through so often. And I'm not saying I know people should not report on the negative. You should, because by reporting negative, you could sometimes get better results out of it. The developers know to improve things. So I'm not saying, oh, yeah, anti-shield. Like, you're not saying, oh, you see something bad, don't say nothing. You see a glitch, be quiet. You see a broken move, ignore it. No, speak about those things. But when you see the developers are putting honest efforts to improve things, and all you do is be negative, be negative, be negative, be negative, be negative, it's exhausting. If you are so anti this game, just stop playing it. But talking shit about Tekken 8 is your bread and butter. This is how your channel keeps its algorithm going. And I thought a lot of content creators, they don't even care about the game no more. They care about the algorithm. Like, you know what? I get way more views just talking shit about Tekken 8 than I would get praising it. So I'm gonna keep looking for the negative. I'm gonna keep looking for the tweets from these pro players like Arsenal Ash, Nee, Cuddlecore, Mrs. Play Stuff talking about the game. I'm gonna keep focusing on Michael Murray blocking 100 Tekken players per week. I'm gonna focus just on the negative. I'm not gonna speak on the positives. And it's annoying to see it though. It's like, damn, okay, you hate the game that fucking bad? Stop playing it. It's like you just want to focus on the negative. And it's exhausting. I feel life itself does that. You just want to focus on the negative. It's mind-numbing. It's cockamamie bullshit. When there's a lot of good going on too. But you're ignoring the good. You're ignoring the Pac-Man stage, which I think is awesome. You're ignoring the updates. You're ignoring the little cool features like they're adding the Karate Kid Legends ads throughout the New York stage and Tekken 8, cool customizations, all that jazz. And it just bothers me how things like that are overlooked so people could keep complain. Oh, cockamamie. Oh, thank you, Chris. It's just, I feel like people just like to complain. And I'm not saying we all do it. So let's be real here. We all complain. But there's some people who do an excessive amount and do it because they know it gets them attention. Because if they say anything positive, they say anything nice, to get like 5 views. But let them be a hateful prick, they'll get 30 views, 40 views, 100 views, 200 views, and on and on and on. And it's sad to me that we as a society love hearing the negative. But it's just mind numbing. Because, like I said, I think Tekken 8 is slowly but surely becoming a lot better. But instead of people focusing on the positives, they only want to focus on the negatives. I can understand you're like, okay, let me talk about the positives, let me talk about the negatives. That I'm cool with that. And I'm not even saying being I feel like being a person always focusing on the good when there's a lot of bad things that need to be discussed, that's also a form of delusion. But but at the same time, you only want to zoom in on the bad and ignore the good that's there. It's madness. It is madness. It's madness to me. Like, it is absolutely crazy. And it makes me really sad. Now, I want to talk about something else real quick. Let me pull it up so I get my information right. Thank God I can do stuff like this. I want to talk about actor Jonathan Jost real quick. And this is not going to take too long because this is more on the depressing side. So, unfortunately, yesterday, he passed away. He was a voice actor for a character in King of the Hills. Good luck, Bessie. Let me know how it tastes. And what broke my heart, maybe you should call this here Honest Blade on the Road. it's it's still like a vlog, kind of, but also just because I want to talk for a little bit. I'll stick with my cranberry juice. Thank you. You let me know how it tastes. So make sure you spring in some ammonia for an extra shebang. But now get back to Jonathan Jost. So he was a voice actor for a character in King of the Hill. Period, sis. Chilsicle. Not quite. Well, you can enjoy Chilsicle, Chris. But let me get back on topic for real now. So after Jonathan Jost unfortunately lost his life yesterday, which was beyond tragic. And what's sad part is him and his husband, who's a trans man. I found this out earlier on Blue Sky, which no one mentioned until today, that his husband was a trans man. So Jonathan Jostman's unfortunately lost his life. And the thing is, for the past couple of years, they had some very homophobic neighbors. These neighbors were extremely homophobic, always threatening them. They even went as far as to unalive Jonathan and his husband's dog. They literally unalived the dog and put the dog's head in the mailbox. It was awful. And thing is, they've been complaining for this situation for a very long time about being in this very homophobic environment, and the law enforcement never did nothing. So unfortunately, yesterday, the homophobes decided to get real brazen. They went to attack Jonathan and his husband. And unfortunately, Jonathan trying to protect his husband from harm, Jonathan ended up losing his life. And it's so sad. And this is what I mean about why we have pride. Because you'll see, like, on Facebook and other social media sites, why do gay people need Pride Month? Why do gay people need Pride Month? Why do LGBTQ people, including lesbians, transgender, bisexuals, and other LGBT brothers and sisters fall into the spectrum? Because of shit like this. Yeah, Chris, it's really sad. Because of shit like this. That should never have happened. And, if you're going to be homophobic, that's one thing. It's not a great thing to be homophobic. I think you're a piece of shit, and I stand 10 toes down on that. But when you think it's A-okay to go harm another human being because they're living a way you don't like, you are absolutely fucking bonkers. Where's that energy for the scammers? Where's that energy for the pedophiles? Where's that energy for the woman beaters? Y'all never have those energy for that type of energy. But when you see two LGBTQ folks, a gay couple, a lesbian couple, a bi couple, trans, whatever, non-binary, the list goes on and on. Y'all think it's okay to go attack that person, to antagonize that person because they're living a way that you don't like. That to me is bonkers. And it's fucked up because those are human beings. And that's one thing a lot of people forget. Trans people, gay people, lesbians, bisexual, we are all human. Exactly. Exactly, Chris. Like, where is the energy for the people who actually deserve that kind of reaction? It's non existent. However, motherfuckers be real brazen when it comes to LGBTQ folks. And it bothers me so much because that was avoidable. That shit had never happened. And I just wish law enforcement think it's about threats. I understand, when two people are arguing, in the street, like, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass, bitch. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fuck you and your fucking mother, motherfucker. You got all that, that's you don't gotta worry about that. But when the threats are consistent, like every day you trying to go to work, go pick up your kids from school, whatever, and the person's constantly threatening to do bodily harm to you and your family, and you report it to law enforcement, that should be like, they gotta actually do something first before we take action. If the threats are consistent, law enforcement needs to get involved. Like, what's the point of having cops if they don't deal with stuff like this? And I understand, cops do their best for the good ones out there. They do the best to handle situations the best they can. But to be like, oh, that person just threatening you, they ain't really gonna do nothing. They don't decide to go check on the person, see what they're messing you for. Let them know like, hey, you can't do that. That's messed up. Da 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 da. Because I feel at least when the cops get involved, not everybody, but most people who don't want to go to jail, because at the end of the day, jail's not a place you want to be at, tend to fall back. But when a cop's like, oh my God, they didn't really do nothing, you can't tell people not to say what they want to say. This person is threatening my life. It's not a little, oh, I hate you, or you wear ugly purple wigs, or you like to write with your left hand. No, it's nothing silly like that you could like let go through one ear out the other. These people are threatening your way of life. And you're not bothering nobody. You're just being yourself. And it's a damn shame that this happened. And stories like that make me very sad because you don't know, as an LGBTQ person, you don't know when someone's just going to target you just for being who you are. You didn't bother them. You didn't bother their family. They just want to bother you because they think it's okay. Their feelings towards you, they don't agree with your lifestyle. It's okay to do bodily harm to you. That's not right. And very too often, stuff like that is overlooked. So this is why we have Pride Month. Because and honest to God, we wish we didn't have to have one. But we have stuff like this because LGBTQ folks continue to be persecuted out the world. Some places worse than others. Some places it's straight up illegal to be anything but heterosexual. So when I see posts like, why do we have to have Pride Month? It's because of stuff like this. And, it's just blows my mind. And it's very unfortunate. Now I want to show something else. Since I do got my blog here. I got to work on my blog too. I want to update some stories. But for those who visit my blog, I know this is probably not the best case scenario to show like this. It probably doesn't even look that damn good. But when you visit my blog, I want to make sure for those who know, let me get a little closer. On the right side of the screen, at least when you're on a Chromebook or a computer, you will see like the dates, like the years of the posts, of the months and stuff like that. And you'll see various character names. I have asked this question before, and I'm not like forcing no one to do it. Obviously, it's optional. But if you decide to go on my blog, I would like to see like comments that people leave on the blog. Mostly, I will hope to see positive stuff, but it's something negative. Like if it's like something truly outlandish, I'll just delete it. But if it's something negative, but it's good criticism that I should consider, I will leave it there. But I want to see more interactions with my forbidden characters, especially lets me kind of helps me because I got a lot of characters already, and I plan on making more. Obviously, yes, Mom, I plan on making more characters. I want to be able to know which characters I should seek into doing more stuff with them, more little side stories, you know, maybe alternate designs, maybe a character could use a redesign, stuff like that. But I've been wanting that for a while now. Ingrid, I don't own Ingrid Chi. If I try that, Capcom's gonna come for me. They'll take the little 5 cents I got in the bank right now. Thank you, Chris. And so that's another thing I would like to see people do. Go to the blog, and I'll leave the link to my blog after I'm done with the live. Um, and so people can check it out. Like I said, this for today, I'm gonna leave my book alone. I've been promoting my book a lot lately throughout my various Tekken videos, so I'm gonna focus more on my blog today. No, no, pass. I don't even go against little people, so I'm damn sure ain't gonna go after Capcom. I don't want Capcom coming for me. I can't afford them. But it would just be a nice way to help. So I give me like a better idea what characters to focus on. I mean, I have characters I'm gonna work on regardless throughout the year as time goes on. But it's a little nudge to know which direction to go, depending on what characters you see comments where people show interest in. It would mean a lot to me. So I mean, this came on here to really talk about my dislike for the constant bashing on Tekken 8. And like I said, this is not saying Tekken 8 is a perfect game. This is not to say Tekken 8 is a perfect game. No, it could use more work. But I think it's going in a great direction. The past few patches has slowly been making the game where the Tekken 8 still like Tekken 8, but it allows for defensive play as well. It allows for defensive play as well. So, that's what people should want. Like, yes, I like that Tekken 8 has its own identity. I don't want the heat system taken away. I just want it where it's not as ridiculous. That's it, where it's more balanced out. Because without those things, we might as well be playing Tekken 7. So that's how I feel. But I just feel like the constant bashing of Tekken 8 is just outrageous. Like this, like you're always finding the things to what's up, bro? You were here earlier, Justin, when you talk about freaking the Nintendo Switch. At least I hope that was you, not Damien using another freaking bot account. But anyways, that's really it for now. Huh?
It's the second week of OTAs for the Jets, and from the sound of it, the team is settling into the Aaron Glenn era quite nicely. Glenn, the former Lions defensive
Really? Ah. Okay. Anyways, hello, bro. Hey, little bro. Hope your day's been going well. Hey, Breezy, what's up? I'm about to end the stream, but Chris, do me a favor. Time out the bot account. Keep the Will Justin around, but get rid of the Damien's backup account 12857. Child, I was on live for half an hour. I wasn't gonna talk all fucking year. That's okay, Breezy. You can watch the rerun, but thanks. Now I hope I need to catch one of your streams lately. I have been missing out. As if you can't log into another account. I ain't stupid. Anyways, guys, peace out, everybody. Thank you for the like. Whoever left me the like, I appreciate that. But I'm out of here. Love you guys. That's fine. Anyway, guys, peace. Take care. Honest way out. Love you. Ciao.